Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bayou Time Sports. I'm Stan Gravois. It is that time of the year where we're getting ready for the big Bayou Region Athletic Hall of Fame. It happens on June 18th this year. 6 individuals from our area will be inducted into that Hall of Fame. And we're going to feature one of those individuals each week leading up to that event. This week, it's Ernest Brown Sr. Ernie Brown, a terrific individual from our area who was a really good basketball player, then went on into education in our area and has affected so many people's lives in a positive way. I had the opportunity to sit down with Ernie just recently. He talks a little bit about how he ended up at LSU playing basketball. A really interesting conversation. Mr. Ernest Brown.
What happened, Stan, really impacted me for the rest of the time because I was a three-sport person. And baseball was my love. I could play every position, pitch, and third base, and shortstop was my two position in field. I was regular size, I want to say probably 5'10", 6 foot or something like that. And as I went through my high school career, I grew about 4 or 5 inches. And in my senior year, I guess I went from 6'1" to 6'5", and that gave me an opportunity, having played guard all my life, to play guard as a 6'5" person instead of a post player or stuff like that. My freshman and sophomore and junior year, I probably fit in to the team. I was more of a player that didn't look to score, look to pass, look to play defense. Defense was part of my orientation. But I heard a quote from a guy named Bob McAdoo, played in the NBA, and Bob told, the quote was, "Shoot if I must, and I must," say Bob. So between my junior year and my senior year, growing to 4 or 5 inches, playing every day, playing against the older people and stuff like that, it just, a light bulb went off, showing that I had the potential. I was always, recognized for my athletic ability, but that spark and that quote kind of shook me up, and had a very successful junior and senior year at Terrebonne High School. Well, Stan, the expectations, I guess, in the family was that you were going to do more than high school. The expectation was to go to college. I was fortunate enough to use basketball as a stepping stone that allowed me to get a free education. I got frustrated in high school. I was all-state, averaging 25 points a game, and the scholarships did not come in. Every opportunity I had, either the coach was transforming and they wouldn't recruit me and stuff like that. So I talked to the guy at LSU. They were recruiting Larry, and he said, "Man, I got a school for you, but it's in Mason City, Iowa." So I told my mom, I said, "Well, I know everybody's not going to be able to come to a game in Iowa, but this will help me grow mentally and physically." And she said, "This is your life. You make the decision." I made it. I spent 2 years in Mason City, Iowa. I made the starting team, averaging about 15, 16 points a game, 10, 11, 12 rebounds a game. I called the coach named Art Tolis, who was the assistant coach at LSU, and he said, "Well, we can't offer scholarships, but you're able to come and walk on." And I said, "Coach, all I need is an opportunity." Since he chose me, I became a walk-on. My freshman year at LSU had 3 or 4 good games, started 2 or 3 games as a walk-on. LSU transformed me into a real man. A lot of obstacles, a lot of adversity you had to face, and I went out there every day, gave my all, I think he respected my hard work. I think he respected my dedication. I think he respected my loyalty. Stan, I like to tell people I'm related to a Mr. Frank Lewis. Mr. Frank Lewis is my uncle, my mom's brother. He probably was my number one hero at that time. I think I come from a pretty great sports family with Lewis, and then I have a nephew, Andre Leon Brown, who played at Vanderbilt. At one time, I think he averaged about 30, 40 points a game, and one of the top scorers in the history of the United States and the state of Louisiana.
Yeah, I would say that's a pretty athletic family. Mr. Ernest Brown, so great to induct him this year. He is a good basketball player. He is a good educator, but he is a terrific person. So it'll be a lot of fun inducting him into that Hall of Fame. Again, it's the Bayou Region Athletic Hall of Fame, and it happens this year on June 18th. That's a Wednesday night, a little bit different. We used to do this always on a Thursday night, but because of conflicts on that Thursday, it's going to be on June 18th at Cypress Columns in Gray. My understanding, one of the last events to be held at Cypress Columns. If you want more information on that, go to brahoff.com, B-R-A-H-O-F. That's the Bayou Region Athletic Hall of Fame.com. We'll be back with more after this.
This segment was brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.